Good afternoon. It is Thursday, August 31st, and I'm Michelle Hutchins, your OREMC Communications and Marketing Coordinator, coming to you from our Nahunta District office after nearly 24 hours since Hurricane Idalia passed through our service area. Joining me is our Operations Manager, Travis Page, and we're going to talk a little bit about how things have progressed since Idalia made her presence known, and then she scooted on out of here, leaving us with 26,000 members without power this time yesterday. But before we get there, a note that I need to make at the request of our system operators is reporting power outages. If you reported your power being out yesterday and you have not been home since yesterday, please have someone go to the location to verify whether power is on or is indeed still off before you report it being out again. We understand that people are frustrated that power has been out for 30 some odd plus hours, but as we bring on more and more of these outages and we get down to the smaller numbers, I think now we're at about 2,500 as we stand here, that's when we're going to start to become more aware of some of the little onesie twosie outages on individual homes that may not have shown up when the bigger power outage was in play.
Exactly.
So don't re-report an outage until you've confirmed and you're at the location that the power is still out. So back to the task at hand. Travis, talk to me about the day. We've gone from 26,000 out at this time yesterday. We're at 2,500. As we stand here, that's a lot of work. What's been going on?
We've had a lot of contractors come in to help us. We've had a lot of mutual aid come in to help us. We've got a tremendous workforce that has pulled together and just spreading out over our whole system. All in all, you know, this storm is probably, I've been here 35 years and I don't remember anything like this where we've been hit from top to bottom. Our whole system footprint was hit with anywhere from 40 to 70 mile an hour winds. The 26,000 customer outages, that basically spells it all.
Well, it was a Cat 1 with 90 mile per hour winds when it went across Waycross, basically, and kept on going. And I talked to you earlier, and like you just stated, you've not seen a storm of this magnitude in your time. Yes. Here.
We've saw some storms that come through and bounced off of one corner or the other of our system, but nothing that just come right down the middle and just the system-wide with the wind that it had. And you know, we're in South Georgia, North Florida. We have a lot of vegetation, a lot of trees, a lot of plantation pines. That's hard to deal with when you get water in front of it and then you get a 60 mile an hour wind. You have a lot of tree damage. We was lucky. We did not have very many poles broke. Our pole totals as far as pole breakage is probably less than 20. We haven't gathered those numbers yet. That's just kind of a guesstimate. The majority of our stuff was lines broken by trees, by falling trees. But going on with that thing, we did have a very good workforce coming in. The last of them came in, you know, earlier this morning, and we got them distributed out to the crews in the field.
We have over 200 extra helping hands.
Over 200 mutual aid folks. That's right-of-way folks. That's folks that comes in and do assessments to help us figure out, you know, where the most damage is at, to where we can apply these resources that's coming in. And of course, you know, our fellow linemen from Pike, our fellow linemen from the EMC worlds around the state of Georgia.
And we had North Georgia, Coweta, Fayette,
yes,
and Appalachian Electric Co-op from Tennessee, I believe.
That's correct. But yes, we've had a lot of help come in, and we've tried to manage them as best we could, and we've been very successful this storm. I know we have people that's still out after 24 hours, 48 hours. Those are the singles. Those are the small group clusters of neighborhoods and stuff that we are working on. We will get to you. We hope to be closed out with this 95%, 98% complete with these outages by tomorrow afternoon at closing time. We'll be back Saturday morning working on it just as well until we get them all knocked out.
Well, and I did mention at the start of this, we did attempt to prepare our members for the fact that we anticipated this being a multi-day outage. And while the headway and the progress today has been phenomenal, and I know a lot of people are probably watching those numbers tick down, hopeful that they're going to be next, and they will be. But as you mentioned, as we get those bigger outages on, we're doing the same amount of work that are only going to affect one or two locations at a time. Can you explain a little bit? You know, I've posted some images of the breadth and depth of trees down and lines down, and try to explain that it's not an easy pickup. It takes some time.
Yes, to do the work that we're asking these linemen to do, there's a lot of safety precautions in it. There's protection for them, such as grounding the lines before they work on it. In this day and time we live in, we have a lot of generators, customer generators, member generators that are on their personal equipment at home. And with all, everything going on, all of that is great. We understand all that, but if these devices are not wired into their meter base and to the breaker box correctly, they can feed back onto our lines and produce as much as 14,000 volts on our side. So we have so many precautions that we have to go through in grounding the line, testing the line, making sure that we have open points before the guys work on it. It takes time. The average breakdown, I would hate to guess, but the average breakdown in good situation in someone's yard where we can get the trucks to it, get all the safety equipment attached to the lines, could very easily take 25 to 30 minutes per breakdown. If you've got 300 people, that's not a big wait time. But if you've got say 15 people in 5 different outages, it multiplies. It takes longer and longer to get the numbers of members back on than it does at the big outages.
So the purpose of our message is largely to simply reassure you that we are doing everything that we can. We have our crews plus 200 mutual aid individuals, about 40 or 50 additional crews that are assisting us. The resources are there, they're being applied. We are working as quickly and as safely, and safety is our #1 priority.
Absolutely. To
get everyone back on. And as you said, you're hoping by maybe this time tomorrow, we should have 98% of everyone back on and cleaned up by Saturday is the goal. So we understand it's frustrating, but it's not for lack of effort on our guys' part to get out there and get it done.
Yes.
All right. Well, Travis, thank you very much.
You.
And everyone, stay safe.